So second one.
Yes. Means I couldn't understand how it's done.
So here, if you see, you have two irrational number because you consider it as a irrational number. Okay. So if you see, this part is your rational number, this part is your irrational number. Again, same thing. This is your rational number and this is your irrational number, right? So what you have to do is you have to multiply two rational number and two irrational numbers. So this will be something like this: 3 into 7 into root 12 into 15, root 15, sorry. So this will be equal to 21, right?
Yes.
And this will be
180
to 180. So for 180, you need to look whether the factors of 180, can you get some perfect square. So see, you can get 9 into 2 into 10, right? So again, you will get 9 into 4 into 5 in square root. Okay, so this must be under square root. Factors of this. Okay,
into 2.
So this will be so this will be 21 into 2 into 3 into root 5. So this is 21 6a. So this will be 126 root 5. So this will be the simplest form of this. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. What you have to do is you have to multiply two rational number first and two irrational numbers. So here also 5 into 2 will be how much? 10 into root 8 into root 8 will be 8, right? So this is the rationalizing factor. So this will be equal to 80. Same is the case for this. This you will get 3 into how much? 40. So you can also write it down as 3 into square root of 4 into 10, right? So which will be equal to 3 to the 6 root 10. So this will be the simplified form of this. And in this case, you have to multiply 12 into 8. You need to factorize those number and look if you have some square or if you get some perfect square, then take that number outside the square root form and then multiply it with 3. That will be the simplest form of this. So everyone understood? This is how you have to solve this kind of questions. Okay. So some of you have problem with rationalization of denominator. What is conjugate number, conjugate pair? So we will first see that, we will solve some problem and then we will proceed further. How to rationalize the denominator. Some of you have understood this, but some of you must have some problem. So see, in this case, so if you have something like this, so if you have a conjugate, if you have binomial means what? You have two numbers with some mathematical operation. So in this case, see, if you have only 1 upon root 2 and root 5, let's say root 5, if you have 1 upon root 5 and if you want to rationalize your denominator, what you are going to do is you are just going to multiply it by root 5 upon root 5. By root 5 upon root 5 because we can cancel it and we can consider it as 1, right? So this will be equal to, so root 5 upon root 5 will be equal to 1. So if we multiply any number with 1, it won't affect your original number, right? That's why we are multiplying this fraction with root 5 upon root 5. Okay, so this will be equal to how much? Root 5 upon 5, right? Because root 5 into root 5 will be 5. So my denominator is getting rationalized using its rationalizing factor. Okay, so can I convert it into original form, that is 1 upon root 5? So yes, I can convert it. So what you have to do is you have to just do the factorization of 5, so that will be get converted into root 5 upon root 5 into root 5. Okay, So again root 5 will get cancelled and I will get this form. So this is how you have to convert any denominator into rationalized form without changing its original value. Okay, so that's what we are going to do over here. Here you have binomial factor, that was monomial, only one number was there. Here you have two numbers with some mathematical operation. It can be here you may have plus sign also, so something like this, 1 upon root 5 plus root 3. Okay, you may they may ask you to rationalize the denominator of this number. So in this case what you have to do is you have to look for the number and you need to find its conjugate pair. Now what do you mean by conjugate pair? So conjugate pair must be something like this. So if you have a minus b, the conjugate pair of this will be a plus b. So if I multiply this to bracket, I will tend to get something like this. So a square minus b square. So what you have to do is you have to convert this form to this form. Then and then only you will be able to rationalize your denominator. See, if you have something like this, then multiply that number with this conjugate pair. If you have something like this, so a plus b form, so here you will multiply it with its conjugate pair, that is a minus b, and that will give you a square minus b square. Okay, so this is how you need to find out the conjugate pair. So here I will consider this term as a and this term as b. Okay, since I have minus sign over here, then its conjugate pair must be a plus b, that is root 5 plus root 3, right? But since this term is in the denominator, I don't want to change my original number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply with this conjugate pair to the numerator also. So I need to multiply to the numerator also. So this is how I can rationalize my denominator. So when you multiply it by multiply it to both your numerator also and your denominator also, you will get something like this in your numerator. And if you see your denominator, so this is our a b, so this will be conjugate pair of a minus b. So because of this, when I multiply this to bracket, I will get something like this. Okay, because if you see root 5's rationalizing factor is what? Root 5. So if I am multiplying root 5 with root 5, I will get 5, right? So I want to convert this root 5 into 5 form, and then this will only happen when I will take a square of it, right? So that's why we are converting this a minus b form into a square minus b square. Okay, so now this will convert to a square minus b square form. So this will be equal to 5 minus 3. So this is the rational number. So I will get something, I will get rational number in the denominator. And we don't care about numerator, because in numerator we will tend to get some irrational number. But what they ask you to rationalize the denominator. So we need to rationalize the number which is present in the denominator. So we will only concentrate on the denominator, not on the numerator. Okay, in the numerator you have to multiply it with the conjugate pair, and then if you want to, you can convert it into simplified form. So again we will see next example for more understanding. Now in this case, if you see numerator, we don't care about numerator because we want to rationalize the denominator. So look for the denominator. Now here if you see, you have one rational number and irrational number. So this number is the combination of your rational and irrational number. So irrespective of that, you not need to understand, okay, here you have a rational number, now how will you change into rational form. So what you have to do is you have to consider this whole number as a term and this whole number as b term. Okay, so now this will be equal to a plus b form, right? Now the conjugate pair of this should be a minus b form, since I have a plus sign over here. So my a is what? 3 root 2. Okay, since I have plus sign over here, I will have minus sign over here. Okay, now what I have b, what number I have in place of b? So I have root 5 over here, so I will add root 5 over here. So this will be my conjugate pair. Now I cannot multiply it to the denominator only. I need to multiply it to the numerator also. So you have to multiply by conjugate pair to the numerator also and the denominator also. So this is how you are going to multiply. You are going to multiply with this number to your numerator and the denominator. So this is how you need to find out your conjugate pair. Okay, so see, this is what you will get. So you will get 8 into bracket root 3 8 into bracket 3 root 2 minus root 5, and this is a plus b form, right? And this is a minus b form. Okay, so this will be a square minus b square form. Okay, so I will get in the denominator 3 is square of 3 will be 9, square of root 2 will be 2. So this will be equal to the square of 3 into root 2 will be equal to 9 into 2, that is 18, and square of root 5 is 5. So this is equal to 18 minus 5. Okay, now in this case I just have multiplied it by 8. So 8 into 3 will be 24. So I will multiply rational numbers only. So 8 into 3 will be 24, root 2 and then 8. And the subtraction of 18 minus 5 will be 13. So I have rationalized my denominator, and in numerator I will get 24 root 2 minus 8 root 5. So this is how you have to rationalize your denominator. You not need to look at the numerator, you need to look at the denominator, you need to look at the terms and consider this term as a and this term as b, and then consider the middle sign. So if you have plus sign, then multiply it with a minus b form. If you have minus sign, then multiply it by a plus b form, and you have to multiply it to the numerator as well as to the denominator, because this will get cancelled and this is equal to 1. So we are not changing our original form. Okay, so you need to remember that you need to multiply it to the numerator as well as denominator. This is very important. Okay, now solve these examples. In case, so we will do it simultaneously. You also solve it. I will also help you to solve this problem. Okay, these take a screenshot of this. Yes, everyone, take a screenshot of this. You need to solve these problems. Okay, these are extra. Okay, so we will proceed. Now we will do this one. Yes, everyone, you need to solve this. Simultaneously, I will also solve this so that you will be clarified. Okay, so here we need to rationalize our denominator. In denominator, root 7 plus root 2 is present. Now I will consider root 7 as a and root 2 as b, and there is plus sign over here. So the conjugate pair of this must be root 7 minus root 2, right? So I will multiply it to the numerator as well as to the denominator. So this will be my first step. Okay, so after that, in the numerator I will get something like this: root 7 minus root 2, because if you multiply it with 1, you will tend to get same answer. Now in the denominator, if you see, this will be a plus b form and a minus b form. So ultimately I will get square of root 7 minus square of root 2, right? So this will be equal to root 7 minus root 2 upon 7 minus 2, because square of root 7 is 7 and square of root 2 is 2. So this is equal to root 7 minus root 2 upon 5. So this is your final answer. So rationalization of denominator, you will tend to get something like this. Root 7 minus root 2 upon 5. This is the final answer. What about next one? Yes?
3 upon 2 root 5 minus 3 root 2 will be equal to 3 upon 2 root 5 minus 3 root 2 into 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2 on both the sides. I mean numerator.
The numerator as well as denominator. Okay, very good. So basically 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2 will be the conjugate pair of this 2 root 5 minus 3 root 2. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what next?
So now it will be 6 root. Ma'am, here do we have to multiply 3 to root 5 also?
Basically, if you see what we do, if you have 4x and you need to multiply this by 5, what will be the answer of this?
20x.
4x into 20x. So what are you doing over here? You are multiplying the number plus x. Same thing you have to do over here. Consider it as a variable, okay? So that's how you can solve.
Okay.
Actually compare it with the variables. So you apply same rule as we apply in the variables. Okay, what next? So this will be 2 root 5 square, right?
Yes.
Minus what?
3 root square. 3 root 2 square.
Very good. So the answer of this will be equal to 6 root 5
plus 9 root 2.
And in the denominator it will be equal to
2 root 5 minus 3 root 2.
No, you need to square it, right?
Yes. 4 root 25.
4 root 25. How can 4 root 25? 4 into 5, right? So you can directly, okay, 4 root 25. So root 25 is nothing but 4 into 5, right? Because this is a perfect square, right? So I can write it down in directly in this form, 4 into 5 form. See, root 5 into root 5 will be equal to how much? Root 25. But root 25 is perfect square. So I can write it in this form. So you can directly write it as 4 into 5 form. Okay.
Here 9 into 2. Then after
9 into 2. Okay. So what will be the next step?
Now we have to simplify this.
So 6 root 5, 9 root 2. And in the 20 minus
18, which will be equal to 2. So the final answer will be 6 root 5 plus 9 root 2 upon 2.
So So this is how you have to rationalize your denominator.
Can I do the fourth one?
You want to do fourth one? Okay.
Ma'am, the conjugate pair will be root 5 plus root 3, means the denominator will be root 5 minus root 3.
Okay, so the conjugate pair of root 5 plus root 3 will be root 5 minus root 3. So I need to multiply it by root 5 minus root 3 to the numerator as well as to the denominator, right? What will be the next step?
Ma'am, the next step, the numerator will be root 5 plus 3 upon...
Numerator will be root 5 minus root 3, na? Because
yes.
You have this a minus b form, no? And
yes,
this is a minus
root 5
so
minus root 3. And the denominator,
bracket square.
and the denominator will be root 5 square minus root 3 square.
Very good.
In the next step, root 5 minus 3 upon 5 minus 3.
No, see, here you are getting, see, what you are getting over here is a minus b in one bracket and a minus b in another bracket, right? So don't you feel this will be equal to, when you have two brackets, something like this, a minus b and a minus b. So this will be equal to a minus b bracket square. So we will solve it like this, a square minus 2ab plus b square form. So you need to solve your numerator like this. So this will be equal to root 5 square, okay, minus 2 into root 5 into root 3 plus root 3 square, right? And in the denominator you will get root 5 square will be equal to 5, sorry, so this will be 5 minus 3. So if you simplify this, so this will be equal to 5 minus 5 into 3, root 5 into root 3 will be root 15. So 2 root 15, okay, plus 3, because the square root of square of root 3 is 3 and 5 minus 3 will be 2. So this will be equal to, I can add rational numbers, no? So this will be equal to 8 minus 2 root 15 upon 2. But here if you see, I can take common 2 over here. So this will be equal to 2 into bracket 4 minus root 15 upon 2, right? So this 2 will get cancelled and I will get 4 minus root 15 as my answer. So the answer of this is 4 root 15. Okay, so what you had is root 5 minus root 3 in the numerator, right? And in the denominator you have root 5 plus root 3, right? Now they asked you to rationalize your denominator. Now if you see, I will consider this as my a plus b form, right? Now the conjugate pair of this will be a minus b, since I have a plus b form, right? So basically I will multiply it with its conjugate pair, to the numerator also, to the denominator also. So this will be equal to root 5 minus root 3 upon root 5 minus root 3, right? I am multiplying it with its conjugate pair. So I will get a plus b and a minus b form in the denominator, right? Now what I know, this is a minus b form, which is equal to this a minus b form. So when you are multiplying two such brackets, see, when you are multiplying 3 into 3, don't you feel this is equal to 3 square, which is equal to 9, right? Same is the case for this bracket, no? So this will be equal to, So this will be equal to a minus b bracket into a minus b. So don't you feel, so suppose this is your x, this is your x, so this will be equal to x square. So I can write it down as a minus b bracket square. So this is equal to root 5 minus root 3 bracket square in the numerator, because see, these are the same brackets, and in denominator I will get root 5 square minus root 3 square. Okay, now this is a minus b form, no? So I can use this formula of expansion, a square minus 2ab plus b square, because if you multiply two such bracket, a minus b into a minus, so you will tend to get what? A into a will be a square, right? Minus a into minus b will be minus ab. Again a into minus b into a will be minus ab. Minus b into minus b will be plus b square. So I will tend to get a square minus 2ab plus b square, right? So this is how you have to solve this. Okay, so the square of this will be root 5 square minus 2 into root 5 into root 3 plus root 3 square upon root 5 square will be 5 and root 3 square will be 3. Now the square of root 5 will be 5. Since this is 2 irrational number, I can multiply this 2 and into 2. So this will be equal to 2 root 15 plus square of root 3 will be 3 upon 5 minus 3 will be 2. Now this and this is the rational number. I can add, subtract rational number, right? So I will add this 2 because this is 5 plus 3. So this will be 8 minus 2 root 15. This is irrational number. I cannot add one rational and irrational number, right? So I will keep it as it is and I will get 2 in the denominator. But if you see, if you factorize 8, you will get 4 into 2, right? And here you have 2. So I will take 2 common. So this will be equal to 4 into 2 minus 2 into root 15, right? And in denominator 2 will be there. So I will take 2 from here and 2 from here. So 2 into bracket, this will be 4 minus root 15, right? And in the denominator I have 2. So 2 will get cancelled and final answer will be 4 minus root 15. So this is how. Now you have 1 in the denominator. When you don't have anything in the denominator, that means there is 1 in the denominator, which is a rational number. So you have rationalized your denominator. So this is how you have to solve this type of problem. If you are done with this one, solve this one. 2 root 2 plus root 3 upon root 2 minus root 3. Rationalize the denominator. Solve this example if you are done with this. Root 2 plus root 3 upon root 2 minus root 3. Solve this if you are done with this one. So I have root 2 plus root 3 in the numerator right? And root 2 minus root 3 in the denominator. Now they have asked me to rationalize this. So the conjugate pair of this, yes Darshan, mute yourself. So they asked me to rationalize this. So the conjugate pair of this will be a plus b. So this will be equal to root 2 plus root 3, right? I need to multiply this to the numerator also. So root 2 plus root 3. So which will be equal to root 2 plus root 3 bracket square, right? And in the denominator I will get square of root 2 minus square of root 3 form. Since it is a plus b into a minus b form, so it will get converted to a square minus b square form. Now this is a plus b bracket square, so I can write it down as a square, that is root 2 square, plus 2ab, that is 2 into root 2 into root 3 plus root 3 square, right? Upon this will be equal to 2 minus 3. So this will be equal to square of 2, root 2 will be 2 plus 2 into root 6, right, plus 3, and this will be equal to minus 1, right? I will keep it as it is. Now I can add two rational numbers, so this will be equal to 5 plus 2 root 6 upon minus 1, right? I will take minus sign in the numerator, so this will be equal to minus root 5 minus 2 root 6 upon 1. I can write it down as directly minus 5 minus 2 root 6. You cannot add or subtract this two number. Why? Because see, this is not alone. This is like this is something like this. 5 plus 2x. Can you add this two number? No, right? So this will be the same one. You cannot add or subtract this two number. Okay? This will remain as it is. Okay. So this is how you have to solve. So solve third one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me how to solve third one. So you have 4 upon 7 plus 4 root 3, right? Here also what you are going to do is you need to find out conjugate pair. Yes. So you will consider this as A plus B form. So this will be your B. Now tell me its conjugate pair.
7 minus 4 root 3.
Very good. So you will multiply it with 7 minus 4 root 3 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Okay. So what will be the next step? So 4 into 7 minus, yes, 4 into root 3, right? What next?
7 minus 4 root 3 square.
No, this will be equal to C. This is A minus B into A plus B bracket form, right? A plus B bracket form. So this is equal to what? A square minus B square form, right? So this will be also equal to A square minus B square form. So you have to take a square of 7 minus 4 root 3 square, right? What will be the next step?
4 into 7.
So this will be 28. Okay. Now
minus 6.
16 root 3, correct, very good.
root 3
What will be the denominator?
and 49
minus
48.
Okay. 16 3 is 48. Right? Okay. Now next. So this will be 28
Minus
16
upon 1.
Very good. So this will be your final answer, that is 28. So the answer of this is 28 minus 16 root 3. Okay, so this will be the answer of third one. Okay, this is how you have to solve. Try to solve question number 5, where you have to rationalize your denominator. So here, so solve this one, question 5 from 1.5 exercise. Yes, everyone, you have to solve question 5 from the exercise. So the first one is the easiest one. Very
7
good.
upon 7.
Root 7 upon
7.
So root 7 upon 7 will be the answer of the first one. So what you have to do is you need to rationalize this. So you will multiply it with its rationalizing factor, that is root 7 upon root 7. So this will be equal to root 7 upon root 7 square, which is equal to root 7 upon 7. So this will be the final answer. Okay. The next one, yes.
Into root 7 plus root 6 upon root 7 plus root 6.
Very good. So this will be equal to,
which is equal to root 7 plus root 6 upon root 7 square minus root 6 square.
very good. Minus root 6 square. Next,
Root 7 plus root 6 upon 7 minus 6,
which is equal to,
root 7 plus root 6 upon 1.
very good. So 7 minus 6 will be 1. So you can also write it down as root 7 plus root 6. So this will be the answer of second one. So your denominator will be 1, which is a rational number. Okay. So this is how you have to solve. Yes. Tell me the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
1 upon root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 minus root 2 upon root 5 minus root 2,
Very good.
which is equal to root 5 minus root 2 upon 5 minus 2.
Okay. So don't skip your steps. You are correct. But you need to write down that root 5 bracket square minus root 2 bracket square. Please don't skip steps, because steps have marks in mathematics. Okay. So this is equal to what? Root 5 minus root 2. Yes.
Upon 3.
5 minus 2. Okay.
5 minus 2. That is equal to root 5 minus root 2 upon 3.
Very good. Tell me the next one.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes, sure.
1 upon root 7 minus 2 into root 7 plus 2 upon root 7 plus 2.
Very good. So which will be equal to?
Plus 2 upon root 7 square minus root 2 square.
Okay, so this is in the numerator you will have root 7 plus 2. In the denominator you will have root 7 square minus root 2 square. Next.
Ma'am, and then in denominator the root sign will go and 7 will become 7. Root 7 will become 7 and minus 2 will become 4.
So minus 2 square will be 4. Okay. So
4.
So next.
And then root 7 plus 2 upon 3.
Yes, so this will be your final answer, right? So the answer of this will be root 7 plus 2 upon 3. I hope everyone has understood everything.